Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at MYRO, seeing what's going on. It's actually pulling back perfectly to bounce off some of these lower fib levels, or at least previously established fib levels that we drew out as previous resistances. So again, kind of that standard previous resistance turn support. We can see some pretty obvious price action here at these levels. So we're just going to kind of pay attention to those levels, look at a few other key factors, and just make sure we know what's going to happen next to the best of our ability, of course. It's not exact science, but it's definitely working very well for a lot of folks. So I'm very happy for that. Super happy for our community members here too. I got a lot of awesome feedback too with our premium group. We did take some nice shorts. We took 4 shorts, one for ETH, 33% in 2 days, ICP 33% in 2.5 days, Matic 2 days, 30%, and of course Bitcoin 25% in 1.5 days. So nice shorts there, folks, and just trust me on this one. If you're watching and you're part of that community, please be patient. I can assure you that we'll be able to find some good opportunities. We just need to make sure we're not trying to catch a falling knife and maybe just say shorting the bottom. We got to let Bitcoin stabilize a little bit before we get into some crazy trades, okay? Or sorry, before we make a regular trade, a crazy trade because of the market, okay? Again, we only really take good, straightforward trades, and MYRO is one of those I've been paying attention to for a while. Unfortunately, I missed a couple of our alerts last couple of times I've analyzed this, but it's okay. There's plenty more opportunities out there, okay, folks? So again, do not FOMO in. Best strategy is just to be patient. So, take a quick look here at the big picture. Awesome stuff here. Daily time frame is still monstrous. There's really nothing here telling us there's a shift in momentum. Not enough data really to kind of address either on the monthly or the weekly, for example. So at this point, daily time frame is still very strong. We do want to look at the 4-hour time frame, of course, kind of focus our efforts here and recognize there's a shift in momentum here. Price pulled back, retraced that lower fib level here, and let's go ahead and just talk about this here really quick so you can kind of see. Came down to 0.382, held very strong there at about 20 cents, very close to that. And that having been said, once we bounced off that level of 20, we can see that we have this nice strong convergence on stochastic RSI. Okay, now that's going to translate over here to the MACD as well because we're losing momentum to the downside. But the truth is here we are overextended. There's no other way around it. However, overextensions can continue to multiply and move forward and just re-overextend itself if there is such a thing. And it's a very common practice. Okay, so again, money flow index is the thing we want to pay attention to. MFI being super high, in addition to RSI not even being overextended at this point, leads me to believe we have a lot more room for growth. Okay, so my speculation is that we will see a retest this 26 cent range. Price action could very well pull back. Keep in mind, Bitcoin's in a funny place right now. Every time Bitcoin corrects itself, MYRO does too. So we've seen 2 corrections from Bitcoin, pretty substantial. And difference is MYRO keeps going up, establishing higher highs. Bitcoin's establishing lower lows. What's going to happen when Bitcoin establishes higher highs? All right, well, I don't think that's not even a common, like a talking point right now, honestly. But truth is, MYRO's holding very strong. Now, you got to keep in mind, too, there's going to be a point where this eventually will slow down and start to shift. So we're going to pay attention to the MACD on both time frames and kind of see, because that's more of a an overall trend setter. Between now and then, we just kind of recognize here that we're in a situation where the price action is very interesting, to say the least, but it's a very strong indication of strength in this coin. We take a look at TD sequential. We got a nice little reset here. So our overextension has had a nice period of consolidation at this lower fib level here. 0.382 for the win at 20 cents even. So the price does pull back again. 20 cents is a probable bouncing point. We take a look at Elliott Wave here. We are still due for another higher high. We could have seen our higher high here at 26 cents. That could be the top. Keep in mind, we may not break through that level, but there's a lot of reasons here why the price is still able to continue to maintain itself. Money flow index being high, there's a lot of reasons why we're in pretty good shape here. So let's take a quick look at the hourly and kind of just clarify a couple of things here. So again, came down for a nice solid bounce here of 0.236. So 22.2 is the tentative support level for now. We can see here that we are establishing higher highs and higher lows, extremely important. So if this next push up here comes up here to retest this level, strong probability we're going to see a break through that level. Okay. Again, it's a standard liquidity sweep slash, breaking a most recent resistance and establishing as a new support. I wouldn't be surprised if 26 cents is the new support level here moving forward. Let's quickly note a couple of things though. So overextension, no such thing. We're pretty much just consolidating right now in this this range between roughly 22.2 and 26 cents. If we take a look at Ichimoku Cloud, we've got basically, we've got all green lights here to take a long position. In other words, lagging span is now officially free and clear of the price action. Conversion lines above the baseline. We've been maintaining above the cloud here, which is averaging itself out between this 21 and 22.2 cent range. So the solid chance that this area right here is the lowest point we'll see the price go, based on most recent volume profile being pretty high, and just generally speaking, a nice solid amount of volume at this upper price range, okay? So again, most coins cannot say this about itself. And truth is, like when we look back here, again, it's hindsight's 2020, but what Solana, AVAX, ICP, they all had very, very similar characteristics before they went crazy for one last push. So I wouldn't be surprised if we break 26 cents, we're going to see a pretty significant run. Let's talk about that just really quick because you get the question often, you know, what are the resistance levels if we do break that level? Because this is basically price discovery, right? So what we do is we take the most recent Fibonacci retracement levels, most recent low and most recent high. This is roughly, you know, last 3 trading days. It's roughly, I think I drew this out on the 4-hour time frame, if you're curious about that. If we take a look here, we can see 30 cents, 32.6, and I'm rounding up a little bit at 36 cents there too. So 30, 32, and 36 are rough estimates on where the price action could go if it continues up further and breaks that 26 cent mark. Keep in mind, a lot of times it'll come up to this 1.272 level, consolidate, retrace, and then retest. We're not there yet, and that's just a possibility. It's not a probability yet, but if we break this level, I think it's pretty safe to say the price will continue to run. So again, the way that it's establishing itself in this range is pretty awesome. I love it. You could argue that this is like a double top. I don't really subscribe to that, just based on the way that we're maintaining this upper shoulder or this fib level here. It's looking pretty strong. Okay, so I'll post this on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you know kind of specifically where the price might go next, and just, you know, general play out charts there. But for the most part, MYRO is looking very strong. Wouldn't be surprised if the price continues up, and we keep on establishing higher highs and higher lows. Again, pay attention to the money flow index and being above the cloud here. There's really no reason to want to consider shorting this coin. I think it's, you know, while you could get lucky with some little areas here and there, it's such a significant disadvantage to try to short into coins that are bullish like this. It makes no sense at all. Okay, so again, unless you like the thrill of losing money, you may want to consider longing this coin versus shorting. Okay, so again, just friendly advice is kind of where we're at there. Keep in mind, the price could dump tomorrow, especially if Bitcoin loses that key level support. We have seen some pretty nasty knee-jerk reactions from this coin when Bitcoin does sell off. Please be aware of that. By the way, hope you learned something here today. The last thing too as well, we've got a lot of community members that are benefiting from this exchange. Make sure you utilize them. Healthy amount of benefit rewards if you use a link to register. You have to use my link, of course. But the reason why that's helpful is because there's no KYC or VPN. They have trailing stop losses. You can set multiple profit targets. There's a lot of reasons why they're really, really beneficial. They also have a trading competition going on right now. And if you use my link to register, you'll be eligible for any of our private trading competitions moving forward. Okay, and those are community specific. Speaking of community, make sure you check this out. We have a Bitunix section on our Discord if you're curious how to use it more effectively. And obviously you want to become part of our premium group. Check out some of these awesome signals here. And of course, my trading university, that's more important. The thing you want to probably focus on is it's all available there. Link down below. If you have any questions, comment below, let me know, or just feel free to reach out to me through my website or Discord. There's a lot of great ways to contact me. Hope you have a great rest of your day, though. Thank you so much for your support. Please like and follow. We'll see you in the next one.